Imagine this. A group of scientists straps a jetpack to a chicken just to see if it can fly better. Sounds crazy, right? Well, believe it or not, that's just one of the many bizarre experiments people have actually done in the name of science. Today we're counting down the 7 weirdest and funniest science experiments ever conducted around the globe. These aren't your typical test tubes and microscopes kind of studies. They're strange, hilarious, and sometimes even downright absurd. But hey, they all teach us something valuable about how curiosity drives discovery. So grab your popcorn because things are about to get wild. Number 7. The Great Turkey Teleportation Experiment. Let's start our list with an experiment so outlandish you'll think it came straight out of a sci-fi movie. Back in the 1960s, researchers at Cornell University wanted to explore whether animals could survive being teleported. No, they didn't build a Star Trek-style teleportation device, but they did try freezing live turkeys solid and then thawing them back to life. They dipped the poor birds into liquid nitrogen, turning them into icy statues. Then, after hours or even days, they slowly warmed them up again. Shockingly, some of the turkeys survived. While this might sound like animal cruelty today, the study helped pave the way for modern cryonics, the science of preserving living organisms at low temperatures. Still, I bet those turkeys had quite the story to tell, if only they could talk. Number 6. The dancing cockroaches. Next up, let's talk about dancing cockroaches. Yes, you heard me right. In 2015, a team of neuroscientists decided to strap tiny backpacks onto roaches. And no, these weren't fashion accessories. Inside each backpack was a wireless control system designed to steer the bugs like remote-controlled cars. The goal? To create a swarm of cyborg insects capable of navigating disaster zones and finding survivors. And here's the kicker. They made the roaches dance by stimulating their antennae with electrical signals. It looked more like a chaotic insect rave than a serious scientific breakthrough. But don't laugh too hard. This research has real-world applications in search and rescue missions. Who knew cockroaches could moonwalk? Number 5. The exploding whale incident. Now, hold on to your seats, because number 5 is messy literally. In 1970, officials in Florence, Oregon, faced a big problem. A dead sperm whale washed ashore. Instead of burying it or towing it away, someone thought, hey, why not blow it up? Their plan? Use dynamite to break the carcass into smaller pieces that seagulls could eat. But guess what? Things didn't go as planned. When the explosives detonated, chunks of whale meat rained down on nearby cars and houses. One piece even crushed a parked car. It became a viral sensation long before the internet existed. This experiment taught everyone an important lesson: never underestimate the power of nature or bad ideas. Number 4. The parachuting cats of Borneo. Number 4 takes us to the jungles of Borneo, where cats became unlikely heroes. In the 1950s, malaria-carrying mosquitoes were wreaking havoc on local villages. To combat the outbreak, health officials released thousands of parasitic wasps, which preyed on mosquito larvae. Problem solved, right? Wrong. The wasps also killed off bees, which led to a rat population boom due to fewer predators eating their food sources. With rats overrunning the area, villagers turned to an unusual solution: parachuting cats. Yes, actual cats equipped with tiny parachutes were dropped from planes to restore balance to the ecosystem. Did it work? Surprisingly, yes. This furry fiasco reminds us that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective, even if they involve skydiving kitties. Number 3. The banana peel slip test. At number 3, we've got an experiment inspired by slapstick comedy. Japanese researchers wanted to answer a burning question: just how slippery are banana peels? Using a machine called a friction coefficient tester, they measured the slipperiness of different fruits when stepped on. The results: bananas ranked among the slipperiest fruits, thanks to their unique inner lining. Not only did this confirm decades of comedic tropes, but it also provided insights into workplace safety and designing non-slip surfaces. Next time you toss a banana peel, remember, it's not trash, it's science. Number 2. The jetpack chicken. Coming in at number 2, we return to our feathered friends. Remember that jetpack-wearing chicken I mentioned earlier? Let me explain. In the 1950s, a U.S. Air Force researcher named Thomas J. Usry wondered if chickens could handle high-altitude flights better than humans. His solution: attach mini jetpacks to chickens and launch them into the air. While the experiment itself wasn't exactly successful, spoiler alert, chickens aren't great pilots. It highlighted the importance of understanding biological limits when designing technology for humans. Plus, it gave us some truly unforgettable images of airborne poultry. Number 1. The two-headed worms. And finally, taking the top spot on our list is perhaps the strangest experiment of all, creating two-headed worms. In the early 20th century, biologist Hans Spemann performed a groundbreaking yet utterly bizarre procedure. In order for a worm to develop two heads, he tied a strand of baby hair around a developing salamander embryo, splitting its head region into two parts. Miraculously, the embryo grew into a salamander with two fully functional heads. Later, similar techniques were applied to flatworms, leading to endless possibilities in regenerative medicine. Imagine growing new limbs or organs using the same principles. Creepy? Absolutely. Revolutionary? You bet? So there you have it, the 7 weirdest and funniest science experiments ever conducted. From exploding whales to dancing cockroaches, these stories prove that science isn't always serious. Sometimes it's downright ridiculous. But behind every crazy idea lies a spark of curiosity that pushes humanity forward. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing content. What's the weirdest experiment you've ever heard of? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and maybe avoid strapping jetpacks to your pets. See you soon.